We might have to get rid of the... I'm recording. We might have to get rid of the podcast, man.
No, that's not how this works, Peter. Just because you move doesn't mean that we get rid of the podcast.
Might have to.
No, dude, we're 22 episodes in. Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 22 of the You Should Fact Check This podcast. And Peter has been relentlessly bullying me for the past 10 minutes while we've been on here.
It's because we were supposed to start at 12:45. It is now 1:08.
I understand. I agree.
Not only were you 8 minutes late to that
I feel bad.
thing.
You didn't send a single text.
That's because I was...
Usually I get a Devon or a hey if I'm running late.
Well, I would have thought that you, I don't know, would have checked your watch or something. You wear a smartwatch, might as well watch it. Yeah, might as well watch it. Or look at it once in a while, make sure you're on time. What's the point of having time right on your wrist if you're not going to be on time? Riddle me that.
That's a great question. I honestly don't know.
That's actually a great question.
I have no punches to give right now. My brain is operating on, maybe a cylinder.
That's like more than a cylinder of what you normally operate on.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means you don't have a damn brain. I'm running on full cylindrical capabilities right now.
Full cylinder? That doesn't mean anything. You could have no cylindrical capabilities.
Yeah. What up, Devon?
Yeah, well, look at this. Look at how trashy Peter's setup is. Look at how gorgeous my setup is.
And look who's on time. Look who's not on time.
Dude, I'm on time every other week. Make your
bed, Devon. Make your bed, Devon.
I'm on time every other week.
Make your bed.
Okay. Well, this is the 22nd episode. We were on a hiatus for about 2 weeks. This is, or I guess 3 weeks now. And we're getting back into it. I was traveling cross country. Did the Western states.
Cross country.
What? Dude, I went through so many states.
I guess you did. Did you go down through California?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was nice, man. I mean, we didn't get to stay very long in any place except for Yakima.
Missoula.
Well, we were there for one night with you, which was awesome. Yeah. We actually got to see Peter. We thought about doing an episode, at least I did. And then I decided that we'd rather just hang out and spend some time enjoying Missoula.
Yeah, that was all in your head because I never thought about doing an episode.
I know, because Peter's not really into it.
I am into it. Who was on time today? Who stopped what he was doing?
One day, dude. You're late all the time.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but we just got back from a long trip, and I'm excited to get back into it. I got everything set up in my house. I spent the past 3 days just reorganizing everything, which was much needed.
As you can see, it still looks like shit.
I mean, if you're watching this and we're 2 minutes into this episode, you have to leave a comment and tell us which setup looks better.
The rustic white wall.
Rustic white wall?
Or the staged backdrop of Devon's room.
Staged?
Staged.
This is useful. These are all actual pictures that my grandfather took. This is shelving.
Not to mention
this is a functional camera.
Not to mention that you're not even looking at the camera that is recording you.
I'm not supposed to, Peter. Have you ever watched a documentary?
You're not autistic.
Have you ever watched a documentary? You're saying
they usually look at the camera.
You're saying every person in the documentary when they're doing the talking headshot is autistic?
Maybe, honestly. I mean, however, main point here is that we're not a documentary. That's the main point I can make.
My life is a documentary.
Oh, no.
Your life isn't, Peter.
That's because I suck.
It just shows.
I know. That's because I suck.
Yeah. But, yeah, we're back. We're in action. I don't even know Peter is excited because I'm now wanting to have my own workout plan. And I'm not 100% sure why he's excited, because I was working out. But now he seems to think that it's a big step forward that I took getting my own workout plan. Why is that?
Because it's like...
So introspective.
I don't know how to explain, but... It's
Trying to
like,
make such a small thing such a big deal.
Yes. There is no one size fits all for working out.
Well,
Every person has their own individual goal or goals, and each program is designed specifically for that individual to reach their goals. And if you're just working out with any goals, then you might as well not work out because you're not doing it correctly.
well, so that's what I was going to say is like, I don't even really know what my workout goals are. I don't even know what that, like, I'm working out so that I'm going to be healthy, right? So that I can
that's a
pick
goal.
stuff, so I can pick it up and put it down. But other than that, like, I don't care really what I look like.
Right.
I don't care, I just want to be functional
Right.
and, excuse me, and athletic.
Right.
So, like, what kind of goals are you looking for when you're talking to a client and asking them, like, all right, let's talk about your goals. Let's see what we're going to do.
I mean, those are goals right there. You want to be athletic, but you want to be functional.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are like, I just want to be massive. I just want to be as big as I can. Or,
So, all right. What if I told you I want to be Nick Bear? Do you know who Nick Bear is?
yeah, the Pure Perform, or what company is
Yeah,
that?
Bear Performance.
Yeah. BPN?
Yeah,
Pure Performance
BPN.
Nutrition? Yeah.
I mean, he is a mountain of a man, and he
Yeah.
runs triathlons and all of this
Yeah.
shit. Like, he's so fit, but also
Yeah.
so jacked. How is that possible? Is
Yeah.
it genetics?
I would say give me about 7 to 8 years, and if you follow a program consistently for that long, you could do it.
I could do it?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, did you put me on that program?
7 to 8 years.
All right. I'm in.
Sounds good. All right. We'll do it.
I don't know. That might be too big for me,
Okay.
but, we'll see where we go.
But doesn't everyone want to be like that? Be able to run like a 6 minute? No, that's what I'm saying. Not everyone. That's my goal too. Be able to run like a 6:30 mile, but also deadlift 400 plus pounds. Like that's
Dude,
dope.
I mean, it's weird that you look at him, like you just said 7 to 8 years, which obviously is a very long time. Like, that's a long goal.
How old is he?
He's in his 30s.
Yeah, see?
Right. No, but what I'm saying is there aren't that many people that look like him and that have
Right.
the
Because no one can commit 7 to 8 years to do it.
right.
It's consistency. It's not anything special.
And I don't really, it's because I watched his YouTube a bunch for a while, and then I, occasionally check in and see what he's up to. He just had a kid.
He's gonna
So
get fat
congratulations, Nick Bear.
now. I'm sure he's listening.
He might be, dude.
Sure this
But-
gets out to him.
When I look at some of his weeks, when he's doing his big training weeks for like his runs, he's only lifting like once a week,
Yeah.
which I don't really understand how he maintains his physique.
The longer you do it, the longer it takes to go away. So like if you are weight training for a month and you've been going 4 days a week for a month, and then you take 2 or 3 weeks off, it's gonna go away quickly. You're gonna get sore the next time you do it. It's gonna go away. Not all the way, but it will diminish. If you're weight training for 7 to 8 years and you miss a month, you'll pick it right back up. You probably drop a little bit in weights here and there, but like it's gonna stay around.
You're gonna maintain your size, your kind of overall
Especially if
look.
you're still physically active. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you. And I hate to continue harping on it, but the way he looks is like almost an action figure.
I mean, the way he looks, that has genetics played into it for sure.
Right. I mean, the loudest crinkle I think I've ever heard in my life. Peter is one of the most disrespectful hosts of a podcast there is.
It's snack time.
Peter eats every single podcast.
I don't think you realize how much I eat.
I eat a lot too, but I don't do it. I can set aside an hour and 15 minutes to not eat. I mean, what were you doing for the 8 minutes that I wasn't on? You were just on your phone.
Huh.
Yeah, you were, dude.
I was on. Oh. Okay.
What were you doing?
I need to sneeze.
That's not a sneeze. That's a cough.
No, it was a sneeze.
Dude, that's not a sneeze. No, that was all mouth.
What was I doing before you came on? I was programming for my remote clients.
All right. Well, so I want to know, what are your goals? And because obviously you're the one doing this for a living. You're setting people up with programs. You're talking with them constantly. You're looking into what needs to be done for each person. How do you set up your goals specifically?
I don't.
You don't have goals. So why are you working out, Peter? You shouldn't work out.
No. My goals are super vague, which is not good. It's like that typical thing of like when you're a doctor and then you realize something's wrong with you, you don't actually go to the doctor because you're a doctor, you know, one of those things.
Okay. Yeah, but connect
so
it to you.
So when you're an athletic trainer or a personal trainer, giving people workouts, you're helping them with their goals. It's just a lot of work to like come up with your own goals and own specific training plan and stuff like that.
No, well,
so you just kinda,
hey, Peter, it's always work, not just because you're the athletic trainer.
Right. Yeah. But
so overlooking it.
I mean, I still work out.
Well, I know you work out. You said you work out 2 hours a day, which I don't believe.
Actually?
I don't know. I don't know what I believe anymore. The world is fake.
Okay. Well, I definitely work out 2 hours a day. My goal is to, if someone asks me to go do something, whether that's play spike ball, whether that's go on a 10-mile trail run, whether that's
hell yeah, brother,
go on a mountain biking ride, whether that's go down a rafting trip, go do a 15K tough mudder like I did last weekend. I want to be strong enough. I want to be fit enough. I want to be powerful enough. I want to be good enough to healthy enough to be like, yeah, let's do it and not be sore right afterwards.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's
right. Super vague goals.
But I mean, it's also not at all.
You said that you want to be able to run a 630 and you want to be able to lift 400 pounds. Are those just kind of like, if I get there, great. If not, no worries?
I mean, if I continue the path I'm on, I'll be there in like 3 years, 2 years, 3 years.
Okay.
I understand that it takes time. Like last year at this time, I was deadlifting 340 pounds for 1. And now I'm deadlifting 320 pounds for 6.
Wow.
So it's
just you haven't tested your 1 rep?
No, there's no need to.
Yeah, there's no real need.
Yeah.
I mean, you said something. You said something.
I don't wear a belt. I don't.
Right.
Because once you wear a belt, you take away that back strength and that core strength. I just kind of go. I do all the lifts, or I keep my lifts consistent so I hit them once a week. And then just try and go up in weight every 2-3 weeks.
Okay. I mean,
until you get to the big boys, then it's like just probably do a cycle. But
yeah, I was listening to, it was probably like a reel or something, but this guy was saying that which makes total sense to me. You know, I remember like lifting in the gym with the team, and a lot of it was less about how functional you can actually do the movements and more about how much weight you can put up and down.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember watching you do the lifts. And I mean, for one, you were lifting just as much, if not more than everybody else because you'd
Always
been focused on it. But your functional movement, like your range of motion was far greater than just about everybody else's in the gym.
Right.
But you were also like, you were doing weight that you knew that you could do, rather than like pushing it to a weight that was super uncomfortable. Like you're pushing yourself, but it's not like,
right.
I can't do the full range of motion because the weight's too heavy.
Right. It's like that concept of like the marathon runners, like the Kipchoge, what's his name? Kipchi.
Kipchi, I think that's it. I think you nailed it.
Is it?
I don't know who you're talking about, but continue.
Oh, the guy that broke the sub 2 hour marathon.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I have no idea what his name is. I'm sure he's a great guy.
Guys like him, like they came out with this study, like Olympic endurance athletes, runners, et cetera, train in their green heart rate zone, which is just like zone 2, which is like
that's easy or aerobic, right?
Yeah, it's just like 130 to 150, like
yeah.
heart rate. Like they train in that 80% of the time.
Right.
The other 15% of the time, they're in the yellow heart rate zone, which is like 160 to 170.
It's your threshold, right?
Which is your threshold. Only 5% of their whole entire yearly training is at 90 to 100% of their max heart rate.
It's such a weird concept that like, because I tried to do that today. I went for a 5-mile run, and I wanted to be in like my easy or aerobic threshold.
Yeah.
And I haven't gone on a long run my longest run has been like 2 months ago, and it was like a 4-miler. But today I did 5 miles, and I was in my threshold the whole time, and I felt like shit.
Threshold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, like, that's that competitive mindset that we've always had. Like, oh, shit, I got to make a certain time. I have to do a certain thing. And, like, I can't turn that off. I literally can't turn it off.
Yeah, and I went to, like, on Tuesday or on Monday, I went and ran on the treadmill, and I was like, I'm just going to do 2 miles. I ended up doing 2 miles in 12 minutes and 36 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't turn it off.
And it's just, I was trying so hard. I got to the 4th mile of today's run. I finished the 4th mile, and I was like, okay, stop being an ass. Run at a 10-minute mile pace. Because I was dying. Like there was no reason for me to be running as fast as I am. I have no reason to be super, super fit. I just want to be fit.
Right.
I don't need to, I'm not running fitness tests.
Right.
And I'm killing myself. And then like the rest of the day, like this whole morning, my back is in so much pain.
Yeah. See?
I feel like I got to shit every 2 minutes. I'm like ruining myself because I just have that sports mindset like ingrained. Like you have to get there. You have to get there. You have to get there.
Yeah. Like I'll go for like a 6-mile run today, and I'll be at like a 9:30 pace.
Right.
Which is like fast for the average human at that mileage.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you look down and see a 9:30 pace as an athlete, it's like,
it's heartbreak. Like, dude, it is heartbreak.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm a fucking failure.
But it's so unrealistic. It's so unrealistic to run 6 miles at a 8-mile pace even.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
And then feel good afterwards.
Yeah. And today I was running, like my first 2 miles were at like a 7:25 pace. And I was trying to go slow.
Right.
I was like, well, what am I doing? Why am I going so fast? And for 2 miles, like I can do 2 miles easy at like a 7:15 pace. That's easy. But as soon as you add another mile on, you're like, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing this?
Well, so back to my goals and what my sister jokingly said, like, let's run the half marathon in September in Columbia Falls, Montana. So I'm signing up for a half marathon.
Sounds, dude. I was looking. I
You should
actually
come up for it. Come up for it. Katie and I are running it together.
come up for it.
You guys should both come do it.
When is it in September?
The 24th.
I don't know if I can. Charlie has another. She's got a thing in Arizona that she has to go to. We have so much.
Pretty fake. That sounds super fake.
Yeah, dude. It's not fake, man. I also have coaching. I'm a head coach. I'm a head coach, Peter. Dude, I'm a head coach, Peter. Stop it.
It borders
I'm
Glacier
important.
National Park.
That sounds amazing. I want to do it. I do.
You clearly don't.
No, I do. But then in 2 months after that, I have to go to California for something else, and we've got the alumni weekend, and I'm supposed to be running a business, and I'm trying to start other businesses.
That's your mistake.
I know. It sucks, dude.
Take some time and smell the flowers, Devon.
That's what I did for the last 2 weeks, and honestly,
And it was amazing.
dude, there were some times in those car rides. Those car rides get long, dude. And you're just thinking that I literally broke down. I was like, what am I doing with my fucking life? I had no idea. Like, I got so disconnected from what my goals were. And then I was asking myself, like, why are these my goals? Like, where did these goals come from? Are these even my goals? Like, I don't even know. I'm really happy doing what I'm doing. I really like it. But I had to go through all of this to understand that I don't know that my goals came from me. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that you enjoyed your 2 weeks traveling? Or are you saying you
I don't know, dude. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, it was great. It was good, but I have such an overwhelming feeling of not doing enough work. And I think that stems from like soccer, and that competitive mindset, and like right now I have employees and I feel horrible, even though like it's irrational in some senses because they're doing their job for a pay, right? They're getting paid to work and we pay them very well. But I feel terrible if there are people in my company that are working harder than me.
Nah.
I feel like I need to go rip my face off and go rub it in the dirt and then go do some more work.
I mean, every single boss man works less than their employee does.
That I don't believe that that's true. You think Elon works less than most of his employees?
I think if you put the hours on each company that he spends time on, I bet he spends less time on each company than his employees do.
Well, that's a very different question.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I mean, okay.
No, because if you own 10 businesses and you spend 2 hours working on each business a day, that's 20 hours of work. But if your employee only spends 8 hours working on one business, that's 8 hours.
No. I get that. I get that. I don't know if I phrased the question. I wish I could rewind to figure out how I phrased the question. But overall, each person in those companies knows that Elon overall is working harder than they are. Most of them. I'm sure there are some that are just
for different companies though. But like
right, but in total, if you're
just taking Jeff Bezos, for example, that just has one company, like the product manager.
Jeff Bezos doesn't work anymore.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, I was listening to this thing. This guy was talking about Elon. Did you see the picture of Elon on the yacht recently?
No.
Okay, well, there was a picture. If you're listening, you should go look it up. There's a picture of Elon on a yacht, and he's chunky, and he's white as hell, right? And everyone's like ripping Elon for being a little bit overweight and pasty. And this comedian, Andrew Schultz, said, he's like, I called my buddy up, and I said, invest all of your money in Tesla. And the guy was like, why? And he's like, did you see the picture of Elon? And the guy's like, yeah. He's like, that guy never stops working. Jeff Bezos is jacked, right? He's looking so much better than he did when he started the company. He's yoked and he's caring about the way like he dresses and everything. But Elon is just working.
I want to see this picture now.
Elon's been ripped recently, dude.
Is it that guy?
Yeah, dude, look at that.
That's how you look.
No, dude, no, it's not. Don't say that. Some people, there's like one person that listens to this podcast that doesn't know what I look like in person. So I don't need you telling them that I look like that.
I mean, you do, so.
Okay, I might look like that a little bit. He's got nice legs. He's got legs of a guy that's carrying around a lot of weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there is a thing.
His body's so weird.
Yeah, he's got a very strange shape.
Like, what the heck?
Dude, how does it sit up on him like that? I wonder if he got like liposuction or something.
That is a weird looking body. And all bodies are awesome. But man, is that a weird looking body.
Dude, he's a weird dude. One of the best things is people have been ripping him about that. Another thing, his dad just had a kid.
Ooh.
His dad is in his 70s. And he had a kid with with his stepdaughter.
What?
Or something like that. Adopted daughter, something like that. I don't know the full story, but
Sounds illegal.
it's weird. But that and everyone's going, like, the political people are trying to rip Elon down right now because he just said that he's going to go Republican no matter what. And he's been a Democrat his whole life. Yeah. And he has 104 million followers on Twitter. Like, that's an influential person. He's also overwhelmingly... Oh my God, that was disgusting.
I had to sneeze.
He's also overwhelmingly like, people think that he's like the smartest person out there. Right. And so when someone smart says something, I mean, he's smarter than me and you for sure.
Jury's out.
And he's more
I
connected.
clearly know more about working out than he does.
Or his priorities are different, Peter. You don't think so? He did post on Twitter that he was like, because everyone's posting the pictures of him. He's like, this is some real motivation to get me into the gym or something like that.
And time gets away from you, man. Probably hasn't been in like 2 years.
I mean, he's running 4 businesses. Like,
Well, slow down.
having to figure all that out. I am interested in like how he'll age out of business. Peter, again, we talked about this. Everyone can hear when you're drawing on your slate can.
Nice product placement, though, right?
Are you reaching out to Slate and asking them if they'll sponsor us?
Hard no. Are you?
No, why would I do that?
Why would I do that?
Because you're the one that brings Slate on the podcast every time. I don't bring it on.
Well, you should. They're our sponsor.
What? They're not.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking this Zevia. I don't know. I needed something, and I wanted something with no sugar.
So you got fake sugar instead?
Yeah, dude, I got fake sugar, but it's got carbonated water, organic stevia leaf extract, organic caffeine, tartaric acid, which is probably killing me, natural flavors, and citric acid. So that natural flavors is super vague. I don't know what that means.
What? How many milligrams of caffeine does that have?
120.
Holy shit.
That's not that much.
What do you mean?
Dude, my yerba mates have 160. I don't have energy, Peter.
Oh, that's because you're drinking. That's because you're...
No, it's because I'm slowly dying inside.
No, that's because you're decreasing your natural energy by throwing caffeine into your body.
Is that true? Does that work for caffeine too? Because I know it works for like testosterone and other things like that.
I don't know, but it has
I don't think it works for caffeine. I don't think that's how it works.
Can you go a day without drinking caffeine?
I can.
Do you feel fine?
I mean, after a little bit, occasionally. But the thing is
Takes
about
me like
me,
6 hours to warm up, you know.
No. The thing about my caffeine usage is it's not how I wake up. Like I don't use it to wake myself up.
Then why do you drink it?
I drink it like midday for when I want to focus. It helps me focus.
Do you have a hard time going to sleep?
No.
Do you have good
Dude,
sleep?
I rip into bed.
But do you have good sleep?
As far as I know, I go to sleep and I wake up. That's pretty much it.
You should get a Whoop.
Yeah, well, I got this thing. It says some stuff.
Do you wear it to bed?
Yeah, do you want me? Here, let's look.
Let's hear it. How much REM
What am I looking for? How much REM?
did you get? Yeah.
Well, how much REM are you supposed to get? Yeah, Peter doesn't know a damn thing.
Do you want to know how much REM I got?
Oh my
Actually,
God, dude.
last night was not a good sleeping night. But I still got 2 hours of REM and 2 hours of deep sleep.
I got an hour and 30 of REM and 30 minutes of deep sleep.
Ooh, dude.
And 5.5 hours of light. Let's see. Over the last 7 days, I've averaged an hour of deep, an hour 30 of REM, 4 hours 46 minutes of light.
You didn't sleep very well last night.
That's over the past week, dude.
Dude, you gotta get that light sleep down, bro.
How do I sleep better, Peter?
You just gotta sleep better.
Dude, no.
You gotta decrease your caffeine intake.
No, because it's been the same even if I don't drink caffeine.
Okay, you got to, let's see.
Excuse me. Sorry, everybody.
Do you have...
I don't drink carbonated stuff very often. I was hoping this wasn't carbonated, but I can never tell. Where does it say carbonated?
It's in a can. It literally says carbonated water on the back. The first ingredient.
Does it really? Oh, yeah. No, it for sure says ingredients carbonated water.
Yeah.
That's what I said to you.
You read it out loud.
What were you saying?
Let's see. Do you eat fruits and vegetables?
Mm-hmm. I have fruit every morning with my Greek yogurt, and then I have vegetables as well later, just in the day. You know, lettuce.
One serving or what?
Peter, I'm not a psychopath, dude. I don't break my shit down by servings.
Well, what vegetables do you eat?
I don't know. It depends on the meal.
What'd you have? What vegetables?
Dude, I was doing carnivore for about 3 days, and I gave up.
Yeah, it's because it's fake.
No, because I think I get a carb crash, dude.
Yeah, because your brain runs on carbs.
What?
Your brain runs on glucose. Okay,
which is you can say that it's fake. Do you know who Jordan Peterson and Michaela Peterson are?
Sounds like they're real people.
Okay, well, that was not the question I asked, right? So Jordan Peterson and Michaela Peterson. Michaela Peterson had like rheumatoid arthritis when she was really young, when she was like in her early teens. She had, I don't even know. She had all of these crazy problems where she couldn't really stay awake for more than 6 hours. She was in a severe amount of pain constantly. And she had all of this other shit going on. Anxiety, depression. And she was trying to figure out what was going on. She tried dieting because she realized some days she felt better based on what she ate. Now she is on a completely carnivore diet where she's only eating a certain type of red meat with salt and water and I think a couple of vegetables. couple of types of vegetables. All of it has gone away. Her rheumatoid arthritis, depression, her pain, she can stay awake. She's functioning like a normal person now, right? And then her dad tries the same thing. He had severe depression and anxiety and all of this other stuff, pain, all of that went away. He also lost a shit ton of weight, obviously. But, I mean, that's all they eat now. That's all they eat is
fruit, vegetables, and meat.
Red meat. No, so Jordan doesn't eat any vegetables. I think they do supplements, but they only eat red meat with salt and water.
No, they have to have fruit.
I don't think so.
You should check that because all the carnivore dieters that I know eat fruit as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm 100% sure, but I'm almost positive that they do not eat fruit. They talk, I mean, him and Joe Rogan talk about it when he's on the podcast, but it's
I'm sure the first 3 months of that diet were absolute hell.
Yeah, I mean, and Joe Rogan has done it a couple of times, and he talks about it. He's on it mainly right now. Like, he cheats occasionally, but the main thing that he said is the shits are terrible for the first month. Mm-hmm. Which I don't think that really affects me because there's no
fiber.
I've never pooped regularly.
No, I know, but if you don't have fiber, then you won't poop.
No, dude, that's not what he was saying.
He says the opposite.
He's saying it's explosive.
That's cool.
Diarrhea.
That's gotta feel good.
Dude, like, oh shit, I gotta go to the bathroom right now. That kind of thing. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone... The thing about food is I don't think any certain diet is going to work the same for any certain person.
Correct.
Yeah, dude. I know my shit.
You're on something.
But everyone talks about these diets like they're like you have to do it this way or this way. Like Joe Rogan does it with fruits and vegetables in his as well. But
yeah.
You know, for people where the fruits and vegetables are what's hurting them, it's giving them like arthritis, it's giving them, you know, anxiety and depression. They just
I don't think it's the fruits and vegetables doing that.
Well, it's something that it aids in that process.
Maybe. Or they're
you just don't want to hear it, huh?
I mean, or they're just so hungry that their focus is on something else.
Maybe it is, but if it makes them operate better, like maybe it brings them back to like a prehistoric, you know, not prehistoric, but like olden person, right? Like you're having to focus on where you're getting your food and vegetables and all of that stuff all of the time.
Yeah.
Which makes it much more, you know, you don't get that opportunity to worry about all of the shit.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've definitely heard that diet's a thing. I would love to try it.
You should try it.
I don't think it's very sustainable.
Why not?
I think it would suck for the first month and a half, 2 months. I think
honestly,
I think
we're gonna look fucking ripped if we do it, though.
I think there are a lot better diets that you could do.
Like what?
Just cut out all processed foods.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Which I would love to do personally. I got to get my nutrition back under control, but...
Yeah, I mean, how is it balancing being a trainer? Like, you want to go to a trainer that looks like a fucking trainer. Looks like someone that can...
I mean, I've never looked athletic in my life.
Yeah, that's 100% true, but...
I still don't look like I lift or do anything like that.
But that's also not true, Peter. Like, you have your own image of yourself, which is not accurate.
It's accurate.
No, it's not, Peter, because anybody that sees you thinks that you're athletic. And then when they actually see you work out or do athletic movements, then they're like, okay, he's definitely athletic. Yeah, well, it's okay that you want to be the like sleeping horse. You want to be the quiet guy.
I'm the quiet guy. I'm the dark horse.
Oh,
is what you meant.
Right.
Not the
Whatever.
sleeping horse, dumbass.
Yeah, you're a sleepy horse, Peter. All right.
You're a sleepy horse.
But that's not you. I mean, it's cool to think that that's you, but it's not you. It's sleepy horse, exactly.
I've been up since so early.
Me too.
What time did you get up?
6.
Try again.
Yeah, I know that you got up earlier, but I've been up for a fucking while too.
I've been up at 4:30 for the past 5-6 days straight. It's crazy.
Nice. When are you going to bed?
Not early enough.
Which I don't know what time that is, but that's
9:30, 10.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, you need about 30 minutes to an hour more.
Yeah, the time zone thing between girlfriend is crazy.
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Mm-hmm.
It is the worst.
All right. Well, Peter, do you know anything about what's going on in sports? Because I highly doubt it.
There's no sports going on right now.
There's no sports at all.
Not really.
There's nothing interesting in any sports that's happening currently.
There's literally no sports going on. Baseball's getting to the playoffs. Yankees are winning. They lost to the Mets last night.
Yankees are winning.
They lost to the Mets last night, so that's crazy. Astros
sports.
are up 2 games over the Yankees in the AL and the NL race.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about baseball.
So that's the only sport that's on right now. It's literally the only sport that's on right now.
The Fed just increased interest rates another 75 basis points.
Actually?
Mm-hmm.
Why
Today.
did they do that? Is that why
they're trying to tamp down inflation? What?
Is that why the stock market went up again?
No, it's actually not good for the stock market because it's
encourages people to keep their money instead of investing it.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely pushing us closer and closer to whatever. I think we're in a recession. It seems like we're in a recession. People are spending less money. McDonald's and Chipotle just said less people are coming to buy food, which, hey, maybe it's a good thing. But
dude, actually, I wanted to bring this up on the podcast. I was in the airport on Sunday in Denver. Early flight, 7:45 a.m. flight. Had to get there at I was there at 7, just wanted to be early, be ready. So I was
your
going
flight
to get
was at 7:45 and you got there at 7.
I got into the terminal at 7, so through security and everything.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah. Got there at 6:30. Come on now.
Yeah.
No amateur. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go snag some breakfast. Okay. Literally, I don't know why I said literally first, but there were 2
terrible storyteller. Continue.
There are 2 restaurants or 2 food options. Okay, that were open. One was labeled Farm Fresh Market. Okay, farm to table, organic eggs, organic.
Yep.
Fantastic for an airport, right? The other one was McDonald's. McDonald's line, about 100 people long. The farm to table restaurant, 2 people long.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, honestly, because wow, that's stupid. I mean, probably because McDonald's is cheaper.
Did you eat at the Farm Fresh place?
Fuck yeah, I ate at the Farm Fresh.
Was it good?
Delicious.
Was it expensive?
Roasted potato, $10 for an omelet and potatoes and toast.
That's not bad at all.
And
for an airport
too. Yeah.
That's cheap at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, normally I would say people are probably well, McDonald's will probably be faster, if you're at an airport wanting to go sit down and stuff.
But when there is no line and you're still going
right.
to McDonald's.
No, that's what I'm saying. You said if the McDonald's line is crazy long, it doesn't make sense anymore.
Isn't that crazy?
Maybe people just really like McDonald's breakfast.
I mean, it is pretty solid when it comes to fast food breakfasts, from what I remember. Haven't had it in 8 years, but...
You haven't had McDonald's in 8 years?
Probably. 10, maybe?
Wow. Just not enjoying the pleasures of life, huh?
Feel great.
Well, I know you feel good. I mean, I don't feel good after I have McDonald's. And I have McDonald's like once every 6 months
So why go to
at the
McDonald's?
most. Because it's tasty.
Dude, you used to have McDonald's every week when we lived together.
So also, let's
you would come
go
home
back.
with them. You would come home with a McGangbang every other night. Devin, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to get a McGangbang.
That was my second dinner, Peter.
Every other night, you'd come back with a McGangbang.
Wasn't even close to every other night.
It was at least twice a week.
No, it wasn't. It was
Once
like
a week.
once a week, maybe.
Sorry, once a week.
Dude, we were in Durango. There's nothing open that late. And I already cooked dinner. I'm not cooking again.
Right. And
You're
what's
so
a McGangbang
judgmental.
again? What's a McGangbang again?
It's a spicy chicken sandwich and a double cheeseburger. And you put them on top of each other. It's tasty, but you feel like shit after you eat it.
McDonald's will be open when we go back down. You gonna get
It's
one?
already
Gonna get
open.
one? You
I've
gonna
been
get
there.
one?
No, dude, I'm not going to get one. Look at me, dude. I'm peak male physique.
Oh gosh.
Why would I do that to myself?
Oh no.
What's wrong? What's the
You.
problem, Peter?
You.
Is it me?
Yeah. Did you book that Airbnb?
I did book the Airbnb. They already charged me $800. Shh, I didn't say that. She hasn't given me the discount yet.
Tell the story.
Oh, well, okay, so we're all going to Durango for alumni weekend. I wanted to get us an Airbnb for myself, my girlfriend, Peter and his girlfriend, and and a couple of other friends. And they're all so expensive. So I messaged probably 15 Airbnbs in the area and said, hey, because they all had horrible, horrible pictures. And if you know anything about Airbnb, you need good pictures and way more people will book your place for a better price. So I was like, hey, I'm a professional photographer. I will take pictures for trade. And, for some of them, I was just asking for like 2 days off the price or 2 days off or whatever. And I got to this one. It's a really cute house. And I messaged her. She messaged back. She's like, "Oh, this sounds interesting. What are you thinking?" And I was like, "Well, just like a discount on the price, whether it's take a day or two off or whatever you want to do." She's like, "Oh, sounds good. I'll just I'll take $55 off the price per night," which is that's a fucking big chunk. And then I got home this was on our way back from our trip. So I got home, was getting everything out of the car, forgot about it that night, woke up the next morning, look, and it's booked. There's no, I can't book it because someone booked it. And I was like, well, fuck. And so I just messaged her. I was like, oh, looks like it's booked. Sorry, I guess we'll have to see you another time. And then I forgot about it. And I don't have notifications on for the Airbnb app.
You need to not forget about things. Anyway, continue.
I don't have notifications on for the Airbnb app. And I figured it was taken because the dates were taken, right?
Nah, she booked it for you.
Yeah, she was booking. She was trying to figure out how to give me the discount prior to me booking it. And she couldn't figure it out. So she had blocked out those dates so that for me, and 2 days later, I come back while one of our other buddies is trying to, figure it all out. And I was like, I've got a place it's pet friendly and it'll fit all of us. And I look back on there and she's like, oh, sorry, that was me. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And I booked it right there. So, that's a cute little story that I like to tell sometimes.
It has a yard and everything, doesn't it? Like a fire pit and everything?
Yeah, it's got a fire pit. I think it's attached to their house. So she said, no drugs or parties.
Damn it.
Which, if you know us, is barking right up our alley.
I'm going to do drugs.
Peter's going to do multiple.
When are you getting... Oh, you're getting there Wednesday, aren't you?
Yeah, we get there Wednesday because Charlie's doing some stuff with the fort. You guys are getting in Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to stay with us that night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, I was just making sure because you were saying that you were going to get a hotel for the other night.
Oh, yeah, but that was when we were looking at Friday through Sunday.
Right. That's what I figured.
Yeah. No, we'll probably stay with you. We gotta finalize our plans still, but
yeah,
I think that should work.
And so Katie's going to be moved in with you by then?
Yeah.
When do you guys move into your place? Peter just got an apartment.
I got an apartment. It is available right now, and I'm paying rent on it. It is just empty.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Don't you love that, huh?
Yeah. I haven't had time to move in.
Yeah.
So
when are you planning on moving in?
I mean, this weekend is the only weekend I could, but I probably won't. I'll probably move a little bit of stuff in this weekend, and then next week.
When are you going to Lake? Oh, is it next weekend?
Next week I'm out of town, and then the weekend after that, Katie gets here. So it's like I might as well just wait till she gets here. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, something that we didn't talk about on this is that Peter's girlfriend won a national championship.
Like I said,
soccer.
That's sports.
That is sports, dude. Katie just won a natty.
Yeah, she won a natty.
What was the league? The
Women's Premier Soccer League.
WPSL. Mm-hmm. Which she was okay. Katie is a phenomenal soccer player, and if you know her, you know that. But she played at a D2 school, and she went and tried out on a whim for some teams. Got on. All of the girls that she was playing with are coming from like the top D1 teams in the nation.
Her best friend's from Stanford.
Yeah. I mean, all of these girls were killers. That game was like some of the best women's soccer I've ever seen.
They were yeah, it was awesome.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
It was really entertaining and fun to watch.
Tactically, technically.
And they just, wrecked. And, Katie looked like she was in pain, but she played a full 90.
Yeah. She was not pleased with the way she played, but she played full 90.
Well, I mean, she can go fly a kite because she won a natty and won 3-1 in that, and then was upset about the way she played.
That's what I keep telling her. She's annoying.
She holds herself to such a high standard, which is one of the reasons I'm sure you love her, but it's one of the reasons I hate her.
I definitely hate her.
That's amazing, though. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was like our dreams while we were playing college soccer. It was like, let's win a natty.
Unattainable.
Let's win a natty.
Game. Let's win a game. Let's win a game. Yeah.
I mean, you realize quickly that that's not really what it's about.
It was about winning.
Maybe it's not realized quickly, but for me, and maybe it was the way that I came in. I was a red shirt. I knew I needed a lot of work. I needed to get a lot better. I needed to fix my mental game. I came in and said, I'm the worst player on this team, and I'm just going to shut up and work. And Peter is going to fucking break his neck doing that.
Nodding, yes.
Yeah. But maybe that changed my whole outlook because a lot of people struggled. Like I barely got any minutes the whole time I was there due to injury or whatever. But
same.
You played a whole season and you were one of the best players in the conference, Peter. You can go fly a goddamn kite. That is so upsetting. Me and Charlie were talking about this actually, because we got talking about our whole experiences and everything. Like, why? I mean, you seem so done with soccer
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why is that?
Dude, that last year drained me.
Okay, continue. Let's elaborate. Let's get into it.
I don't know. I mean,
your best buddy left.
sure. Yeah, my best buddy left.
Fuck you.
I was coming off
I'm just nothing.
I was coming off a pretty frustrating summer. Feeling like
Just training wise and
training wise, felt like I was the better goalkeeper on that team.
oh yeah.
Didn't get a play. Pretty burnout in terms of dealing with some teammates. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, soccer itself was fine. Like I didn't have a great fall. I didn't have a great year my senior year. And then dealing with those professional stuff, like I was all about it, wanted to play professionally. And then the further and further it went along, the more people I contacted, the less I heard back. The more tryouts I went to, the less I heard back. It was just kind of like just demoralizing. And like, you work so hard and then you don't even get a response back. And then, and then like the response back, the one response back that I did get, I got a, what is it? They scale you on 1 to 4 or whatever. What is that? An evaluation from my last professional tryout. And it was
demoralizing.
I thought it was just bullshit. So,
really?
Yeah. Too many times that had happened throughout my career. And every single time I was like, no, fuck that. I'm going to keep going. And this time I just didn't have the energy. I just didn't.
Yeah.
It was, I was pretty done with soccer. And so,
yeah,
pretty stressful, but
I mean that, like when you set goals for yourself in terms of what you want to do, and then you push consistently through goals, like through to try and meet those goals. And then you realize that it's not within your, like, it's not your decision whether you reach your goals or not anymore, is really when things just start turning and you just lose hope.
Suck.
Is Peter, are you there?
Yeah.
My internet literally just deleted.
Yeah, you left.
Yeah, it looks like we're still recording.
It stopped for a second and then it recorded. It just started again.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I was just saying that I don't even know where I was, but when it doesn't feel like it's in your control, there's not really much to work for.
Yeah, and so that's why I got to the point of just, I basically said fuck it and started a career and put all my energy into that, and it's directly based off of how hard you work and how well you do. So
right.
I did that. We'll see how long that lasts. See how long I get burnt out.
I know.
Give it a year.
I mean, we were when we were up there, we were talking, and you already seem burnt out.
I realize that I'm burnt out with groups, group classes, group
Kids.
group. I am not burnt out with the one-on-one motivated people, whether that's remote, whether that's in person. Like,
I don't think you should take me.
if you actually want to improve yourself and you show up to every workout, like you show up and do it and you work hard, then I'm all about it. But I'm just not motivating anymore. Like I don't like to motivate people to be there. Like, you're paying for it. Might as well be there and do it.
Oh man. It, like when you get into those group sessions and you got kids that don't really want to do it.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I don't care.
Well, you have to take on a new role. Like, your role isn't just telling them what the workouts are so that they can get better. It's like, you've got to explain to them why you're doing this to get better. You've got to make it so that they're excited about getting better or stronger or whatever. And you have to, like you said, you have to motivate them.
Yeah. And I don't want to do that. So,
I mean, motivating, it's an art. Not everybody has it. I have it. You obviously don't really have it. It's okay.
I never wanted to become a young kids coach. Like, I literally never wanted to do that.
Just doesn't have the motivational talent.
And I don't enjoy it. And seriously, I never liked, I like the tactical part of soccer when I was coaching. I hated the technical part of developing that, because it's like, you suck. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't have the patience.
It's funny. I actually enjoy the technical part. I like the tactical part a lot. And last season I got to work both. So I was working with the U18s ECNL, which is like, all these kids are technically great. Like, most of them were technically better than me. But tactically they and mentally, their mentality, that's where they lacked. So that's where I got to work with those boys. And then when I went down to my U11 teams, I had to work purely on technical, because they literally, like, they couldn't kick a ball properly. They couldn't take a touch. Like, I was working the dichotomies of soccer.
Sounds
and
terrible.
It was exhausting, but it was fun. Like, felt like I was in it.
The goal is to eventually become a trainer for professional athletes, because they're motivated, they want to be there, and yeah. So we'll see if that ever happens.
So do you want to work at like a team?
No.
How do you do that then? How do you, like, what kind? I don't know how else you do that.
So I'm actually going balls deep into golf.
Oh, okay.
Which you laughed at when I first told you. So.
No, I mean, it's hilarious, but all right, now hit the ball. Okay, how does your back feel? Yeah, it feels all right. Yeah, there's some physicality that comes with golf, but also it's something that you can play into your 90s. So I don't know.
Money.
I know there's money. Of course there's money. But that's, I like it. Aren't you getting like a golf certification, golf trainer certification?
Yeah, I got it last week.
Wee. Are there a bunch of rich golfers up in Missoula?
I mean, I already have 3 people signed up for it now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right. Well, that was episode 22 of the You Should Fact Check This podcast. Thank you for listening. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, do the things that make it better for us.
Go get a life and stop listening to this.
No, don't fucking listen to him. Binge this. No, don't.
Binge it.
Just enjoy it occasionally, like a fine wine. All right. Have a good one. Goodbye. Peter, are you going to say goodbye to our listeners?
See you guys. Have a good day.